part of the beauty of tea is you get so many different tastes and sensations with it, and almost emotion. Each tea has a different emotion and personality, and you could shape that personality. You could play with it depending on how you steep it, and the water, and the temperature, time, and the quantity of leaf you put in. It all has a contribution to the shape that you want to give that tea.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jacobs, and I'm here today with David Lee Hoffman. And David was one of the pioneers in bringing organic, artisan, handcrafted tea to America. And he started his company in the 90s?
1990.
1990. And we have great tea in America, largely due to a lot of the efforts that David put into place years ago. So how did you get into all these teas? What brought you to it?
Curiosity? I don't know.
One day you were walking down the street and someone said, "Taste this," or what would you? And you remember the critical point that brought you to tea?
I can't say when the exact transition was where I had that revelation that, this is tea. But when you're drinking these kind of teas of this sort, they leave a memory on you. You take a sip and you enjoy, and then you find, gee, that's a taste that I'm not familiar with, but I somewhat enjoy it. So the first one is from Nanosan in Sichuan-Bana. And these are the old trees, and of course these days everyone always tells you, oh yeah, high mountain old trees. Usually they're not. The marketing of pu'ers have become pretty creative in the last few years. Very often the wrapping you see on the tea does not represent what's inside the wrapping. And this is a good example. This is not what's inside there. I know because I personally collected that teas when they were picked off the trees and stood there while they processed it, so I would know that I actually received that tea. Very often you don't. It's going to be a nice tea for aging. I'm looking forward to drinking this tea 10 years from now.
How is this one made?
This is actually just the green. They pick it and they fire it slightly and roll it, and then the rest is finished off in the sun. It's sun dried.
The Saiching, is that?
Saiching, yeah,
okay.
Very good. The problem with pu'ers is they become so popular in the last few years that the quality has actually gone down on the pu'ers, and every year it's more and more difficult to get a good tasting pu'er.
Why is pu'er gone up, like, of all the teas out there?
I guess pu'ers would continue to be a good investment because it is going to keep its value as long as you start with good pu'ers, because they'll only improve and go up in value.
So, David, what do you see happening with tea in America, say 10 years out? Where are we headed?
I think tea will, increase in popularity every year. I think we'll see a continued growth, only because it's fun, it's easy, and they're very inexpensive. That's what people don't get. They get frightened if they see $80 a pound or $100 a pound. These same teas actually cost less per cup than common tea bags very often, because with your tea bags that you get in any supermarket shelf, you get one steeping out of it, whereas with the quality leaf, 3, 4, 5, 10 steepings. I had a Phoenix Bird Oolong I literally got over 30 steepings from.